Leo, a very warm welcome. My name's Drew. This is Modern Tarot. This is your reading for the last 2 weeks of November. Some of you might have checked out your November reading. For those of you that are new here, welcome. And for those of you that are returning, a big welcome back. So it's just a check-in, guys, to see how you're doing. Are you on track? Are you living your best lives? What kind of tweaks can we make to get you guys into a good space? And outcomes for the following couple of weeks. Just a heads up, all right? And remember, it's guidance, guys. They're public readings. It's not a personal reading. So take what fits, leave the rest behind. Don't overthink it. And some of it might come true a little bit later on, or slowly percolate into reality. Leo. Okay, we've got the Queen of Cups as the center of your reading. So Leos, are you quite emotional at the moment? Do you have a lot of affection for somebody? Are you emotionally mature? Are you emotionally intelligent? This is the center of your reading. Seems like your emotions or your emotions for somebody. So the challenge is the Page of Pentacles. Some of you might be studying and you're quite passionate about it and you have a lot of feelings that it's the right thing to do. Others of you, some of you might have emotions for a friend, and it's a bit of a challenge to cross that line. It might change the dynamic of the friendship, and it might be something along those lines. I'm reading for many people. The challenge, Aries, is the Ace of Pentacles. So, the reason why it's all happening, you might have had an offer, a stable offer. Some of you might have, be quite passionate about a new job you've been offered, but it might be starting a little bit lower than you're used to. So it might be starting all over again. In the recent past, okay, you kind of, Leo, you kind of let go of drama and conflict. You kind of, it was almost like you had no time for drama, no time for fighting, and you've kind of got into this stage of what's really important to me, and it might have been something to do with your emotions, all right, but it's almost like you're looking for things that are stable and grounded as opposed to anything that's melodramatic, if that makes sense. Okay, your focus, throughout the last 2 weeks of November, Leo, is the Sun in reverse. This could be a lack of clarity. This could be unhappiness. The Sun is a beautiful card and it's upright. It really is one of the best cards in tarot. If it's talking about love, this is utopia for, as far as love cards go. But your focus is really on what can I do to make myself happy? How can I change my situation? What you don't see coming towards you is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Be careful for the last couple of weeks that you're not given to situations that are non-reciprocal. So for some of you that have emotions for friends, suss it out first. Don't jump straight in. You might lose the friendship and the feelings might not be reciprocal. So just a heads up on that one. Tread lightly on that one, Leo. Your energy, the energetic field is one of the King of Pentacles. So it's like for the next couple of weeks, you're not really committing to much. The King of Pentacles in the upright really talks about, he's highly committed, got his ducks in a row financially and this, that, and the other. You might not feel that your finances are that great. Some of you might not want to commit to something. Some of you might have been, as I say, offered a job and you might be starting on a lower position and you don't really feel committed to it, even though you love the idea of the job. For some of you, I'm reading for many people, right? So I'm trying to incorporate as much as I can into a very short reading. Outside influences, Ace of Wands. So some of you might have some kind of a desire for a friend. Or you might have a friend that's been flirting with you. Might be a challenge to get it off the ground. or you might be feeling quite flirtatious towards a friend and you're thinking, is that reciprocal? For some of you, your fears, King of Swords in reverse. So the King of Swords in the upright, straight talking, the truth. This is no filters. It's just the truth, cutting to the chase. You're fearing a lack of clarity in something. We're going to go deeper with this reading, Leo. The outcome for the last couple of weeks is we've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. Some of you watch that you don't partake too much in drinking too much, partying too much with the Nine of Cups in reverse. But, the outcome for these 2 weeks, watch your moods, because you might start to feel a little bit unhappy. Or maybe you are, because your focus already is the Sun in reverse, which can talk about unhappiness. So do what you can for the last couple of weeks to soothe your soul and to uplift your spirit, whatever that might mean for you. But we're going to go deeper with this reading, guys, and we're going to get some more advice and clarify this now. Why is the Queen of Cups here? She talks about emotion. She's nurturing. She can be a water sign, male or female. But energetically, it really is, not the most expressive with her feelings, but very sentimental, Why is the Queen of Cups here for my dear Leos? And we got the Queen of Wands. Some of you, this could be same-sex relationships for some of you. Fire and water, or water and fire, someone that could have that in their charts. Right, so look, you might have, for some of you, back to that original story, some of you might have emotion and attraction for a friend, and it's a bit of a challenge to cross that line for some of you. Why is the Page of Pentacles the challenge? So the Page of Pentacles talks about friendship. It talks about, starting a new business endeavor, or starting again. Okay, so the challenge is, as back to that original story, guys, for some of you Leos, it might be a friend that you might have attraction for and feelings for, but it might be a challenge because they are a close friend, and it's a bit of a burden. It's a bit of a burden, and your focus is the Sun in reverse. So this is like, you don't even have clarity on, is there reciprocity there? Reciprocal feelings. Bit of a dodgy situation, right? But you're going to have to suss that out and be brave, I think. It's a tough one, but me personally, I would rather lose a friend in the truth than keep them in a lie. Because people smell that. People aren't stupid, So be openly honest and be prepared to lose that friendship by speaking about your feelings. Then you can move on. Yeah, I lost a friend, but at least I was honest with my heart, if that makes sense. Radical way of thinking, guys. But, it's better than keeping people in a lie, if that makes sense. So it might be a little bit burdensome for some of you that are in those kind of situations. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Ace of Pentacles talks about, a stable offer. It can talk about, coming into money, can talk about an inheritance. All right. The reason why it's all happening is we've got the Ace of Pentacles here, okay, which is an offer, can be something very stable, very earth-based. It can be money. It can be, like I say, it can be an inheritance. It can be a new job. Some of you might be, some of you working in law might have been, offered a new job in a different law practice, just for some of you, Leo. But it seems like this is the reason why it's all happening. Somebody might have helped you out financially, or you might have spoken about finances and used their wisdom and their straight talking about finances for some of you, and you kind of got a little bit attached to them. We're gonna go a bit deeper in a second. In the recent past, there was the Five of Swords in reverse. That's fallen out straight on top of the fight was the Queen of Swords in reverse. So you might have cut out, in the recent past, you might have cut out some kind of arguments, drama, even a conflict within yourselves, you know? Yeah, but it seems like in the past you cut out something quite dramatic or argumentative or conflicts in the recent past. So your focus is the sun in the reverse for the last couple of weeks of November, guys. Tell me why. Why is the sun here in reverse? And do you remember that talks about clarity, it talks about happiness. Okay, so Leo, your focus is sun in reverse, can talk about unhappiness, okay? Empress in reverse, you haven't really met the one, and you're kind of forgetting the past, and you don't really want anybody from the past. Just wondering whether some of you are really dealing with someone that's kind of like a friend and you have not only attraction but emotion for. And it's a bit of a conundrum. What do you do with that situation? What you don't see coming is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, what you don't see coming is Six of Pentacles in reverse talks about non-reciprocity, okay? And then we've got the Three of Wands in reverse. Just be careful that you don't handle this situation in the wrong way because it might make you lose a little bit of hope. Okay, so bide your time on this one. For those of you that are in that situation where you're trying to cross friendship with something else, your energetic field is the king of, my God, Leo, what are you doing to me? Far too many, guys. I'm not taking those. Lovers wants to come out. All right, which is a choice in love. You know, do I love them as a friend or do I love them as something else? King of Pentacles in reverse is your energetic field, which is one of, you know, can be like a little bit non-committal. It can be, you know, your energetic field is don't want to commit to anything right now, or I'm lacking in finances. Leo, I think this might be a case where you might live in your head a little bit for the last couple of weeks, umming and ahhing and fantasizing about a friend for some of you, and you're not going to be taking any action with it. If anything, you might be going, no, that's not possible. I'm going to push that away. But that will affect the friendship. So it's better off that you sit and contemplate, take time away from that friend and really work out your feelings with the Queen of Cups here and the Queen of Wands, you know? Is it infatuation? Is it, you know, those kind of things, right? Ace of Wands is outside influences. All right, so outside influences, we've got two aces here, all right? This could be a brand new beginning, but it really is cutting to the chase, Leo, because there is attraction there. There's passion there. So I'm just wondering, you know, don't be shy about, you know, opening up and telling a friend, but just be prepared to lose them in that truth, you know? But it's better to keep them in a lie, and it will save you a lot of time fantasizing and making up stories inside your head that this is the greatest love affair of my life. Your fears are King of Swords in reverse, and then we've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. So wherever that friendship lies or whatever you're doing romantically, you're wondering, you're fearing, is it the truth? And are these people just a bit of a player? For some of you, Leos. Outcome, you know, for the last couple of weeks is the Nine of Cups in reverse, all right? So some of you, you know, just be careful with partying too much or drinking too much, you know, just to soothe your soul or, you know, and going into, you know, seeking refuge at the bottom of a glass, you know, never works out well, that, all right? Might be great in the moment, but, you know, hangovers and that kind of stuff the next day. So, you know, like the outcome is, some of you might be strategizing of how to commit, all right? How to, yeah, some of you might be strategizing about how to get somebody to commit or how that's an interesting set of cards, guys. So the outcome is, lack of happiness with the nine of cups in reverse. And then we got strategizing, talking about commitment, talking about tradition. It's talking about municipal buildings, ancient knowledge, churches, governments, that kind of thing. But it can talk about marriage. Some of you might be strategizing how to get a commitment from someone that might already be involved and they're a friend of yours. And some of you might have got financial advice from this person and you kind of formed a bit of an attraction with them, just for some of you, all right? It's a very far-reaching reading, guys. It's not a personal reading. How are we doing time-wise, guys? All right, we're okay. It looks like a month of you really working out what you want and being prepared to, if this isn't love, losing people in the truth rather than keeping them in a lie, Leo. You're wasting your time, their time, and, life is too short. So let's get some advice now. Action, movement, perseverance, discipline, motivation. I think this is a case of speaking up, you got emotion, you got attraction for someone, they might be a friend, and the whole thing is a bit burdensome. Just be honest, prepare to lose them. You gain your freedom by losing them, and then you can learn to love and have attraction for somebody else. Have unwavering faith. It's comforting to know that we can lean on a power higher than us and have complete faith that your desires and needs are being taken care of. So some of you go within, speak to your gods, however you frame your belief system about this situation as to guidance as to what to do. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So for some of you in relationships, this actually, some of you, could have been, with the Ace of Pentacles here, something stable. Some of you might have, recently got engaged, and some of you might be doubting whether it's the right thing to do, but it's just fear, right? And then we've got coming back around. Okay, somebody from the past might be returning here, and it might start off as a friendship, and you might be a little bit burdened. You forgot how attractive they were, or your emotions for them. Just for some of you, I'm reading for many people, guys. And then the last one would be, I'm protective of you. Sorry if I seem controlling. Just wondering whether that's this person here that's a friend, and they're very protective of you. And during that protection, you might have, gained some attraction and some desire for. So, look, it's an interesting month, Leo. This might spill out into December as well. But it seems like you've got decisions to make, and those decisions kind of like, they lie with you about being honest about your feelings and your emotions and your desires, and just being openly honest and telling. No time to be shy. You're just wasting time. And, if it is that friend that you kind of got designs on, tell them the truth and let them know, let it percolate with them, like a fine coffee. And you never know what might happen, For some of you, you might get that commitment that you're looking for from a friend. Leo, sounds quite interesting. Look, if you like the content, my name is Drew. This is Modern Tarot. Please like, share, subscribe. Means I can continue to do this for free for you. In the meantime, Leo, take great care of yourselves, and I'll see you back here for another reading. Take care now. Bye-bye.